Hey, what's up, YouTube Nation? I'm out here about to make a quick reaction video to Apollo FX. He has a video about how to trade Forex for beginners in 2024, step by step. This video's pretty long, it's like 38 minutes, but I'm not going to watch the whole thing right now, but I'm about to react to some of it. So, this is my first time watching it, so let's see how this goes.
This is me in hell, slaving at a job that I absolutely hate, something that a lot of you are still doing. You're waking up every single day against your will as if you sold your soul. It's depressing. What's even more depressing is that my alarm would wake me up every morning to go to this plantation, and before I got out of bed,
plantation, strong words. About jobs, not all jobs feel like plantation, but I can see where he's coming from. He's doing a job that he doesn't like, but some people have careers that they may like, so to each their own.
I would check my phone and I'd be up another $300 to $400, and I'd ask myself, why am I forcing myself to go to this hell every single morning when I'm making more in my sleep trading than I am at this job? So I quit.
That was a bold move, man. But shout out to Apollo
is me in
FX.
paradise. Only a few months later, doing a handstand push-up because I can.
Nice.
As I'm finally free and healthy in mind, body, and soul. I quit my job January 2023, and I have not worked a job since.
Dang.
And it's all thanks to trading. I realize though that not everyone is living in paradise. Most people still don't know that it's possible to live like this in 2024. Instead, most people are slaving away, working in hell for someone else's paradise. So I decided.
Yeah, I could relate, when you work a job, you help build other people's dreams. Or, some careers may be a dream at first, but later on you realize it ain't the dream, so.
I want to help more people find paradise. As the more people that are living in paradise, the more this world just becomes paradise. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to start funding your paradise using trading.
Okay, paradise. Let's see what he's talking about.
Anyone can do it. You can do it anywhere, and all you need is a phone. Now, before I can start showing you how to make money, I have to explain what is trading. Now, there are different types of trading, but I'm going to keep this simple for you. I'm going to be talking about trading Forex because it's something that everyone is already familiar with. And you may be like, what are you talking about? I've never traded Forex before. Yes, you have. If you've ever traveled outside of the country, let's say, for example, you live in the United States and you travel to Canada. When you land in Canada, you're going to exchange your US dollars for Canadian dollars. You just traded Forex. That's what Forex is, the foreign exchange market. So how do we make money?
He definitely broke it down well. I'll give him that. Let's see. He got a lot of timestamps, so we're probably going to skip around soon. Let's get it.
Well, that's simple. Let's say you have $1,000 US and you want to convert it to Canadian dollars. Currently, $1 US is equal to 1.36 Canadian dollars. That means that if you exchange $1,000 US, you would get 1,360 Canadian dollars back. That exchange rate, which is how much $1 US is equal to 1 Canadian dollar, is constantly changing as the value of these currencies fluctuate with the economy of these countries. Okay, so if the US economy is doing really well or doing really bad, the exchange rate might change. If Canada's economy is doing really good or really bad, that exchange rate can also change. Okay, so let's say you don't spend any money in Canada and now the exchange rate is $1 US equals 1 Canadian dollar. So it's 1 to 1 now. When you exchange your 1,360 Canadian dollars into US dollars again, you won't get the same 1,000 US dollars that you had gave them originally. Sure. Instead, you're gonna get 1,360 US dollars back. You just made money. And thanks to technology, you don't have to go to the airport and exchange your money. Now we can do it with just the press of a button on our phones. And don't worry, you don't have to be some economic expert to trade. I'm going to show you how you can predict whether the price of a currency is going to go up or down just by drawing some lines on your charts. All right, so now that you have a slight understanding of how trading works, now all I have to do is explain how to use the only two platforms that you're going to need. TradingView, which is how we're going to be reading charts and understanding when to buy and when to sell, and then MetaTrader 4, which is how we are going to be placing these trades and making this money. Let's start with TradingView. All right, so if you're serious about learning this skill and how you could possibly
yeah, speaking of TradingView, TradingView is definitely a good platform. I like to use TradingView a lot to do my analysis. But I definitely trade on MetaTrader 4, definitely the mobile, because sometimes I'll be mobile. But I like to do my chart analysis on TradingView. But let's skip around. Let's see.
Asking yourself the question, how am I supposed to know which one is the best one for me to trade? Because look, it's still going. The one that's going to be the best for you to trade, it depends on your schedule and when you're going to be available to be looking at the charts, so that way you can place your trades and make money. You just have to know when these pairs move. So how do you know when the pairs move? Well, the pairs move when the banks of whatever currency you're trading is open. So the banks for the United States are open. That's when the US dollar is going to be moving the most. Same thing if I was talking about the euro dollar. Well, when the banks for the euro dollar is open, then that means it's going to be moving the most because money's being circulated. When money's being circulated, then the currencies are going to fluctuate up and down in price. So how do you know when one of these currencies are in session? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a little cheat sheet. So we're gonna go to babypips.com. I'll make sure I link this below so that way you guys can just have this as a resource you can use. So once you get to babypips.com, go to the top, go to where it says tools, and you're going to click on Forex market hours. So now it's going to bring you to this chart right here. All right, so how this chart works is it's always going to show you what the current time is in your time zone right now, and it's going to overlap with these sessions. As you can see right here on the side, we have the 4 sessions. All right, so we have the Sydney session, which is going to move any Forex pair that has the New Zealand dollar or the Australian dollar. We have the Tokyo session, which is going to move any Forex pair that has the Japanese yen in it. We have the London session, which is going to move any pair that has the euro dollar or the British pound in it. And we have the New York session, which is going to move anything that has the US dollar or Canadian dollar. But since America has most of the money, New York session is going to be where we have the most volume. You want to try to trade around this time. As you can see at the bottom right here, it will tell you where the volume is. That just means there's more people in the market.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a good breakdown of when to trade in the time zones and trading sessions. But for New York session, if you trade like, you know, the Dow Jones or the NAS 100, definitely New York session. So he definitely broke it down well. I'll give him that. Let's look at candlesticks. Let's see if he explains this well.
Okay, so as you can see right now, we have these box and whisker plots on our charts right now. Some are green, some are red. Okay, but all you need to know is that green means buy and red means sell. So that means if you see a green candle, which is what these are called, that means we went up in price. If you see a red candle, that means we went down in price. So now we are essentially getting into candlestick anatomy. Okay, so like I said, green means buy, which means we closed higher than the open. Okay, we went up in price. We opened here and then we closed right here. The filled in portion of the candle is what I like to call the body, and the lines protruding from it are wicks. Okay, so the bottom of the body of a green candle is always the open. But what's the story of this candle? Well, we opened here, sellers got it as low as to down here until buyers pushed in and we got as high as up to here. But then some sellers came in and we eventually closed right here. Okay, but we closed higher than the open, which is why this candle is green, because we went up in price. Okay, so now for the red candle.
Okay, I'll stop right there. But yeah, he definitely breaking it down well. I'll give him that. Let's look at fundamental.
How do we actually predict the market? Well, there's 2 different ways to predict the markets, and I'll explain this using the 2 different types of analysis. So back in the day, before they had technology, before they even had TradingView and could even look at charts, they had to use fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is just understanding the economy and then listening to the news. I think back then they would just be reading newspapers, and based on what they read in the newspapers and how the economy was doing, they would make predictions on whether a stock was going to go up or down. Well, we don't have to read newspapers anymore. Instead, we have something called forexfactory.com. I'll make sure I link this below too, because this is a resource that you guys can also use. All right, so when you get to this page, it's going to have a lot on it, but all you need to worry about is this section right.
So yeah, I have weekly analysis where I always do use the forexfactory.com to see what's going on with the news events. It's definitely a great site that lets you know each week, each day, like what's going on in the market, the impact of the news events. So definitely check it out, especially if you're scalping around those times. You could take advantage of the high impact news events.
right here. So it's going to have today's date, it's going to have some times, it's going to have some currencies, and it's going to have some folders. So essentially at forexfactory.com, this is where we get the news that they used to read in the newspaper. So instead of having to be an economic analyst, you just have to check forexfactory.com and you'll be able to get news about the economies of these currencies that may potentially affect it. So how do you know if it's going to affect it? Well, that depends on the color of the folder. So we're going to have yellow folders. Those are low impact. They probably won't do that much in the market. You're gonna have orange folders, which are medium impact, and these may do something, they may not do something. So this is just like there's a chance there may be rain. And then
usually medium. It's nothing too crazy.
red means there may be a storm coming, there may be a hurricane. These are things that could drastically affect the economy and how people view the economy. Things like unemployment claims. Because if unemployment rates are climbing, for example, then people are gonna have less confidence doing instant execution. Under instant execution, you can see that we have our lot size. This is our lot size, okay? So you may not know how much to put in here, so I'm gonna explain it for you. So right now I have 0.01 in. That is going to be $1. Remember how I explained pips right here? So remember, every 10 pips is 1x, whatever you decide to put in. I do it by every 10 pips because it makes it so much easier for you when you're calculating your lot sizes. So this lot size that I have right here is going to be worth $1. So that means that if I lose this trade, I'm going to lose $3 because our stop loss is 30 pips. So if I divide that by 10, that's going to give me 3x. Okay, 3x, and then the x is going to be the amount that I put into the trade, which would be $1, right? Now, if I win this trade, how much would I make? Okay, well, once again, we have 100 pips here. Divide that by 10. Okay, that's 10x. So that means if I put in that $1, I would make $10 off this trade. Okay, well, we probably want to make a little bit more money than that. Okay, let's say I put the 1 right there. Okay, so now it's 0.10. Okay, that means I'm risking $10 per 10 pips. Okay, that means if I put this lot size for this trade, I would be risking $30 because once again, divide this by 10, that's 3x times that $10 I'm trying to put in right now, $30. I'm risking $30 on this trade. But if I win this trade, how much am I making? Okay, I'm making 10x. Okay, 10 times that 10, I could potentially make $100 off this trade. So would you be willing to risk $30 to potentially make $100? Shit, I'm taking it. And then we have the final lot size where we can put it on the other side of the decimal right here. So this is what we call a standard. So when you put 1.00, that is. All right, so first type in forex.com into Google and then click.
Okay, so this is
on the website. Then hit open an account.
How to open a live.
It's going to ask you for your email address. Just put it in and then hit submit. Hit meta.
Okay, so about this, so there's different like brokers. So this is one, I guess forex.com. You got unregulated and regulated brokers. I like to use, unregulated brokers for leverage purposes. So you can check out my, page and comments and see what type of brokers I use for larger leverage, so you can make more for the buck, or you could lose more because you're leveraging more.
Trader 4 for the platform, spread only account for the product. Then it's going to ask for account information like your username, password, first name, last name. All right, so when you hit trade, it's going to bring you to this page right here, okay? So at the top here, it says instant execution, and that's checked right now because most of the time you want to have it be instant execution. That means that whenever you press buy or you press sell, you immediately just enter the market, okay? The other types of trades are market execution. That just means that you're going to say a certain price, and then when the market gets to that price, then you're going to hop into the market. All right, so a buy limit just means that the market is going down, and you believe at a certain price it's going to reverse. So as soon as it goes down and it hits that buy limit, you're going to go in for a buy. Okay, a sell limit is just the market is going up, but you believe it's going to reverse. So you put in the price where you believe it's going to reverse, and then as soon as it hits that price, you're in for a sell. A buy stop just means that price is going up, you believe it's going to continue, so you tell the market at a certain price you want to go in for buys as well. A sell stop just means that price is going down, you believe it's going to continue, so you tell the market at a certain price you're going to go in for sells as well. So those are the different types of trades that you can do, but for the most part you're going to be doing instant execution. Under instant execution, you can see that we have our lot size. This is our lot size. Okay, so you may not know how much to put in here, so I'm going to explain it for you. So right now I have 0.01 in. That is going to be $1. Remember how I explained?
Okay, let me stop right there. So I would say overall, this video is definitely very informative. It's pretty clean. It's laid out. It got the timestamps that lets you know where to go and what's being explained. And he's straight to the point, but yes, very effective in explaining each topic. So I'll definitely recommend others to watch this video, especially if you're a beginner and you want to like get a quick overview of understanding Forex, like the basics and open accounts and stuff. This is definitely a great video, straight to the point. So Apollo FX did a great job. So definitely check out this video, and in the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know if this video was helpful from Apollo FX or any recommendations you think you have from. So that's it. Comment, like, subscribe. You already know we out here. Peace.